Ugh. Been a long day. That's a bright light behind me. I'm tired. Where is everybody? Oh, I think I need to see all messages. What's up, Isaiah? Happy belated birthday. What you been up to, bud? Hello, Shad. Shad throwing axes was very fun. Watching that 70s show. That was the one I never got that into. It was decent, but it is a Pepsi Zero. One of the better Zero sodas. Thank you, Shad. Thank you. I'm sure you are as well. Let's see. What did we do today? Kind of stayed in a little late, which was kind of nice. And then got into the ocean. I was in the ocean for 3 minutes, I think. Chicky and the two older kids were in the ocean for 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. First and foremost, the waves all week have been crazy. Where we would normally go deeper out into the ocean, where you can kind of float, right? Like, where it's, up to your chest, kind of, right? And you can kind of lift your feet up and not have to touch the bottom. They wouldn't even let you go out that far. Like, it was just, the waves are too wild. So this has been the weirdest weather week that we've had in the 4 years we've come down. Arguably the worst weather week that we've had in the 4 years that we've come down. Just really hot and humid all week and super windy, like really windy. So after that we got in the pool. We were in the pool for, I don't know, about an hour and a half. And Kevin surprisingly was like, all right, let's go up to the room, which, like, the first day we were in there, we were in the pool probably 3 or 4 hours. And Kevin normally would be in the pool 12 hours, would be fine with it. But he was like, yeah, let's go up to the room. We were like, okay. So we came up to the room, kind of hung out. I made reservations for a pizza place. It ended up being pretty good. We liked the pizza at the pizza place, right? Did we like the pizza at the pizza place? It was decent. It was decent. All right, Isaiah, take it easy. Hey, Odie. And then that's when the fun began, Shad. So Chicky had found on Facebook, it popped up that axe place. So we walk in. Oh, yeah, by the way. Day 3 of... Oh, no. I moved the camera. Day 3 of eating Tony. We're just going down the line. Let's see what flavor Tony's got for me today. This is, dark chocolate sea salt almond. I will like that. Chicky will want nothing to do with that. Oh no, I keep knocking over this thing that's holding my camera. Pepsi, man. So, Tony's. I just had a bunch of ice cream. I really don't want this. So we went into the axe throwing place, and this, first of all, you walk in. Hey, Sam. You walk in. I wish I had taken a picture of it. You walk in, and there's like a little counter to your left, and there's just a little tiny room. It's like, not including the counter, it is a phone booth size. It's tiny, right? And there's a soda machine right in front of you, like right in front of you. You walk in, it's just a soda machine. And so this kid comes popping up to the counter. I don't know how to describe him. A surfer dude is not quite it. But which guy from Stranger Things? Curly-haired dude from Stranger Things. I'm not getting that, but okay. But so super outgoing, really super outgoing kid. There's just a lot of like bro and dude and like just a lot of slang, right? Yes, Dustin. I think that's who Chicky's speaking of, Sam. The guy had kind of curly-ish hair, I guess, but he didn't really look like Dustin. Here's, and so he brought us in and he set us up with axes, right? And I landed the axe almost dead center, by the way, first throw, right? So the dude was like, "That's great," And then Chicky did on the second. I was gonna say it didn't take Chicky long.
First one bounced.
Yeah,
Second one was a bullseye.
Chicky got it in on the second one, and Kevin struggled with it a little bit. The other two kids did fine, and so the first game we played was a blackjack game where you had to get to 21. There was a bunch of cards up on the screen. Boom. Two throws. 21. Boom. Trick game. Win number 1 for Ferb. Then we did Battleship. That was cool because you just had kind of a pretty random battleship up on your thing. So there was like 3 ships you had to hit. And I will say, the group next to us, they used almost their entire 60 minutes to play one game of Battleship.
Did they really?
Yes. They were struggling.
I thought they started out with
They did blackjack, and they did blackjack pretty quick, and they were pretty much on Battleship the entire time they were there. Mm-hmm. So we played Battleship. You know who won. Win number 2 for Ferb, right? Then, is that when we did bowling?
No, we had the bullseye, and you had to hit all the different.
Oh, then there was So you had a bullseye, and there was 1 through 4, 5, 6. Each circle you had to hit at least once. That was trickier than I thought. Chiggy almost beat me on that one. I came back from behind on that one and beat her on that one. Win number 3 for Ferb. Then we did bowling. It was 5 frames. But that was really cool because it was like there was 1 through 9 on the bullseye, and then somewhere on the bullseye was just a random little blue X, and you had to hit the blue X if you wanted to strike. So Chicky on her first throw gets a strike. On her first throw. So she gets off to an early lead. I got a strike on my second frame. So I started to catch up with her a little bit. And going into, there was 5 frames. Chicky led the first 3. I took a lead in the 4th frame by only a couple pins. And no, I was just scratching my hair, Sam. I wasn't taking it off. I can't take off my hair. Who could take off their hair? That's silly. So I threw mine, and I had, I believe, a 7-pin lead on Chicky, I believe is what it was. So she throws her first axe and gets whatever. No, actually, I think I had a 9-pin lead, whatever it was. She had one axe left, and she had to hit. I think it was a 6 to tie and a 7 to win. I think that's what it was.
The 6 would have given me a spare.
Okay, well, I think it was a 5 to tie and a 6 to win. I think that's what it was.
I just know that I had 6.
You're late, Duke. So, and then like the center ones, if they're like, like the way it worked is if you got a 4 in your first throw, the like 9 through 7,
4.
whatever, the ones you can't go over 10.
Yeah,
it left the numbers you needed to get. She just missed inside, so she missed it by like an inch. She would have beat me by an inch with number 4 for Ferb. So I swept axe throwing. Then we went to Floor is Lava, right? No, where did we go?
Lasers.
Oh, lasers. So have you guys ever seen, I can't remember the movie, Sean Connery and Puss in Boots' wife? What's Puss in Boots' wife? No, Francis. The Hispanic woman. So, anyway, they have that famous scene where she's like crawling around in the lasers. That was me. I was all over the place. I killed that. Not exactly. So the very first one, I had to crawl down, and my belly was like, they had the lowest laser. My belly is higher than the lowest laser they have. So there was no me getting around that laser. I had to throw my middle child at the laser to get through it. I said, I'm not doing this, you go. So that was interesting. Chicky did pretty well on that one, actually. And then, so Kevin did really well at that. I think Kevin won that. And then that
so low that when
after laser was that Floor is Lava? So after lasers was Floor is Lava, and we
were on level
15 levels. So this was really cool. On the floor were just all these squares, and they were weight sensitive, touch sensitive, right? So they had, by the way, this is pretty good. I'm not that hungry because we just had ice cream. I might have one more little piece. Sea salt almond, dark chocolate sea salt almond. Might actually be my favorite of the 3 so far. So there were green spots on the floor that were safe. There were red spots on the floor that were not safe. And then there were blue spots that you had to touch to basically get them off of the floor, right? So you had to run around on the blue spots to clear the floor. And of course, as you got deeper into it, the harder it got. And there was lava everywhere. I mean, it was in my crack, it was in my ears, it was everywhere. But we did pretty good. Like we kind of crushed that.
level 15 was the last one.
We were running. Like, can you believe that? Running. Like actual running.
Jumping, diving.
Yeah, there was jumping. There was diving. Oh, I did jump on the laser. You know what? But actually, rewind back. I jumped over 2 level 2 lasers and cleared them.
You hiked your shorts up?
Cleared them. I did have to hike my shorts up, but I cleared them because I'm an athlete. Makes you think of the slip video. Thank you, Odie. I am a sports guy too. This is melting. So, okay. That was of the non-axe throwing. I really like axe throwing.
Yeah, Dad's gets all googly here.
Of the non-axe throwing, the Floor is Lava was probably the most fun. Then they brought us to that color thing, right?
Yeah, that was the one I expected.
They brought us this color thing. All these dots up on the wall. And one was a slightly lighter shade of blue than the other blues. Dumb. Then the balls. Then we went to the balls. Targets, throwing balls, also stupid. Not worth it. Then this dude, who wasn't our surfer kid, told us that our time was up. And then we fought. We beat him up. And then he's like, fine, I'll let you do another round of Floor is Lava on this other map. And that one's cool because everybody was on each side of the room. There was all 5 of us. And you touch a buzzer on the wall. And then you had to, basically, I was the orange color. And it went in order. So, when it came time for orange, I had to run across the room where the other orange was. But there was lava on the floor. So you had to avoid the lava on the floor. And as you got deeper, it was the same as the other one where, there's
I think once you're there.
the lava's moving and at different rates and speeds and different whatever, right? So that was pretty cool because it was us just kind of running from one side of the room to the other. It was a smaller room. But that was pretty cool. So we got to do that. And then that was that. And so then we went to leave. And I had looked up a popular ice cream place in the area. I was like, we're going to go to this ice cream place. And as we pulled up, I didn't see the inside, but Chicky said there was roughly 10 gazillion people inside. Roughly. And so at that point, I'm like, let's go in. And they're like, no. So I quickly look at my phone for another ice cream place, and the next best ice cream place that I had found was back at the Floor is Lava place, 30 minutes away from where we had just driven. So I'm like, screw that, we're not going back that way because it's away from our place. So at that point, I'm like, all right, I need to get ice cream. I promised ice cream. So I looked up and I found a place called Dalai Lama. And that's the pictures if you saw the Discord. We went to Dalai Lama. And I got the Dalai Surprise. I don't know. It was the Dalai something. It was Cookie Monster ice cream, which was apparently a blue, cookies and cream ice cream, but they also add chocolate chip cookie dough. And then they put it in a waffle. You can either have one of those kind of Belgian type waffles or a bubble waffle. I've never had a bubble waffle, so I went for a bubble waffle. I think I would have preferred the Belgian, but they do not have mini donuts. I didn't notice mini donuts. If they do, Sam. So, so the waffle was just okay. It wasn't bad. It was just okay. And I did put a picture. I think I put a picture in Discord. But fresh strawberries and little brownie bites and Nutella drizzle. It was fun, BST. It was a lot of fun.
You do not need candy.
And then what else? The kids got milkshakes and scoops of ice cream and all that kind of stuff. And then we came here, and now I talk to you, and I eat half of a Green Tony's candy bar. So.
No. Hi.
You heard Chicky beat me. Chicky beat me at... Did you beat me in anything? She came close on a couple of axe throwing rounds. Kevin beat me on lasers. Chad said hi. Mom, everybody beat me at lasers. I came in last on lasers. That was not my strength. This is actually a red shirt. Odie just in the light looks orange.
Because it does.
It's actually a Spider-Man shirt. This is the high school Spider-Man goes to. Yeah, it's the high school Spider-Man goes to. Your aunt gave it to me for Christmas years ago.
Kevin's aunt, yes.
Yeah.
Is it Aunt May?
Yes, Aunt May gave it to me.
For urban running makes me think of the slip video. The thank you.
So that's that.
For people for donations or super chats or.
So
subs or
tomorrow-
whatever. It has random things.
Tomorrow.
Blah, 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 and one of them is the surveillance.
doing dolphins in the morning, like doing dolphins.
Out front of his.
So we'll find some
You
good
only have about
dolphins.
10 minutes, babe.
Then we're gonna probably come back and take a nap because tomorrow night is Crocodile Rocks. Need to make sure my phone is charged. I need to jerry rig a charging cable from my pants through my shirt sleeve to plug into a phone. Keep it charged. Hide your sparkles, hide your dolphins. That's funny, Sam. Sam's making fur memes out here. Hide your sparkles, hide your dolphins.
From the game,
They had what?
the doll girl where her head spins around.
Yes. I have 2 pictures I gotta post in Discord, but I can't. Can I do it while I'm doing this? I
No.
don't think I can. Yeah, I can't do it while I'm doing this. 2 pictures I'll post in Discord after. One is the Squid Game doll that spins her head around. I kept trying to get video of it, and every time I was staring at it, holding the video button, it wouldn't do anything. And as soon as I would walk away, she would turn her head around and her eyes would move around. It was just crazy. So the picture I'm going to send was a real animatronic Squid Game, like the red light, green light girl. Yeah. But I also have one more round of who's that butt? Huh?
The leprechaun?
Nope. I don't think you saw it, Chicky. You
There was
can.
a leprechaun too.
There was a leprechaun. I'll post the leprechaun
leprechaun from the
too, but Chicky, you can play who's that butt with them when I post it.
It wasn't my butt.
You can play along after stream with everyone else. So a new round of who's that butt. So anyway. I think that's it. So tomorrow, expect hopefully a Crocodile Rocks stream if we don't get thrown out. So with that, Chicky, you want to yell goodbye?
Good night, love you, bye.
She said good night, love you, bye. Toodaloo bitches.